So there, guys, this is Who's That Character Volume 6, and like always, it is not the character in the silhouette, but hey, feel free to guess the character silhouette if you really want to. All right, so anyways, let's get into the rules of Who's That Character. Who's That Character is played in 8 rounds. You have 8 rounds, which is basically clues, to guess the character. You all have 3 guesses, and then you're out. I will be tracking all your guys' clues, or all your guys' guesses in a spreadsheet on the side here. And once you get 3, I'll tell you that you're out, and I will no longer record any guesses you make after that. I will reveal the winners once all 8 clues are given. So yeah, the clues are all given. If you get it right, I won't tell you if you got it right. You get it wrong, I won't tell you you got it wrong. You won't find out to the very end of who the actual character is. Clues will be based on the resource management series, in-game data, and comics. I tried to balance this one out today. 3 clues are based on in-game data, and 5 clues are based on the comics today. I'm just telling you guys what it is right now. Next up, still following the rules, the featured character is never in the silhouette. So very important, guys. The featured character is never in the silhouette. However, the silhouettes could be clues. So, you know, might want to pay attention to them. Clues can be recapped, but I will not go back through the slides. So once again, guys, I will not recap any. The clues can be recapped, but I will not go back through the slides. The featured character will always be a character in Marvel Strike Force. So yes, the character that we are reviewing today is always a character that's in Marvel Strike Force. And as always, rules are subject to change. How the scoring works for the leaderboard. Hey, Skepticon. If you guess correctly on the first clue, that is worth 8 points. If you guess correctly on the second clue, that scores you 7. Scoring keeps going like this until we the last clue, which is only worth 1 point. If you are the first to name the featured character, it is worth an additional point on the leaderboard. And now my very special rule I like to include. And yeah, so first off, cheating, guys, I'm not Scopely. I will take action to protect the integrity of the game. If you're caught cheating, you will be banned from participating in Who's That Character. Myself or a mod will time you out from chat. I gotta change that verbiage because we can't designate a specific amount of time. So guys, yeah, don't cheat, don't Google anything. I've already Googled some of the clues, so I know exactly what comes up when you Google it. So I'll know right away of, you know, who potentially might be cheating. So anyways, at the end of the day, guys, it is a game. Have fun. There's no need to cheat. It's not life or death. Just have fun with it. And by all means, don't be afraid to guess some characters. And right, you got 3 of them, and you don't need to guess right away because there's 8 clues and you have 3 guesses, you know, throughout the 8 clues. So with that said, let's jump into clue number 1, guys. It is, yeah, I changed it up a little bit. So today's character ranks 126 out of 198 characters. This is based on usage in the game, not their stats or anything like that. Their usage in the game. So their usage in the game ranks 126 out of 198. And the featured character today can be used in 6 sections of campaigns. All right, we do have 1 official clue with Namor. Man, your name, I think I butcher it like every single time, but Quadron, something like that. Namor, official guess, got it. Professor Grum, still going with Thing. Professor Grum says the Thing. All right, clue number 2 is our featured character has the power of flight. Our featured character has the power of flight. All right, got a Falcon guess. Oh, and a Vision guess. All right, we write down Falcon first. All right, it has been past 1 minute. I recorded the last guess. So we're moving on to clue number 3. Clue number 3 is our featured character is usable in gamma raids. Our featured character is usable in gamma raids. I don't know why I thought I had that clue later on. All right, that's clue number 3. Rolf Kieran with Iron Man. All right. A lot of Iron Man guesses. Going to be a lot of people scoring points today if Iron Man's correct. Or maybe not. Maybe never mind. Maybe I confused Iron Fist with Iron Man. I'm only seeing 2 Iron Man guesses. All right. Clue number 4 is our featured character first appeared in 1973. Our featured character first appeared in 1973. All right, we're getting silence on this one. People are not liking this clue at all. And we are down to about 20 seconds left on the clock before we move on. All right, got it recorded down. We're moving on to clue number 5. Oh, just I was getting ready to move on. Invisible Woman, that is also your second guess. Moving on, guys. Here we go. We have clue number 5. Our featured character is so strong that they stun Thor. They stun Thor for 2 hours with a single punch. Our featured character is so strong that they stun Thor for 2 hours with a single punch. That's all right. I feel like the clues get better the later they go. Strider says Captain Marvel. So guys, this is a comic book reference. If you haven't quite picked up on that, that's a comic book reference. Our character is so strong that he stunned Thor for 2 hours with a single punch. All right, it's been more than a minute. We're going to be moving on to clue number 6. Moving on to clue number 6. Clue number 6 is our one of our featured character's abilities allow them to add speed bar to their team. One of our featured character's abilities allows them to add speed bar to their team. All right. Skepticon says Falcon. Kieran says Falcon. I got a lot of Falcons coming in. Skepticon. All right, guys. We're moving on to clue number 7. Oh, Jesus. All right. Clue number 7. You guys will have one left after this one. So clue number 7 is our featured character is the last of their kind. Our featured character is the last of their kind. Hiding from real life. Thanos 2. Kestrel. Oh, he gets all 3. He gave all 3. It puts you officially out. Kestrel, Gamora, and Squirrel Girl. Kestrel first appearance 1973. Grayskull being the biggest detective of all. All right, guys. We're moving on to. It was definitely more than a minute. I've recorded all guesses. We're going to go on to our very last clue. Oh, Ben Jarrell comes in with Moondragon before I move on. All right, guys. Very last clue is our featured character was a part of a supervillain group, not in Marvel Strike Force. Our featured character was a part of a supervillain group, not in Marvel Strike Force. That's the very last clue. I'll write down any last. You guys have 1 minute to get any guesses in, and then that is it. And I'll reveal the featured character and if anybody got it right. And Falavel for Team Mill. And that puts Team Mill out. All right. I'm going to give you guys 10 more seconds for any last ones, and then we're going to call it. All right. That's it. It is over. It is time to find out who's that character. And I don't know what to say today, guys, but no one got it right. Our featured character today is Ultimus. Our featured character today is Ultimus. So let's go back through the clues. And I'm proud of you guys for not Googling at all, because I was expecting when I said 1973 that someone would say Killmonger, because I know he's the top character that pops up when you say yep, Ultimus can fly. See, you guys didn't know that. If you read the comics, you did. No, he is not an MSF creation. I'll explain. We'll get through the clues. I'll explain Ultimus to you guys. Yep, he has the power to fly. Believe it or not, he has the power to fly. So first off, Ultimus can be used in 6 sections of campaigns. I'll show you guys his player card at the end. He does rank 126 out of 198 characters in usage in the game. Our featured character has the power of flight. Yes, Ultimus can move through space. He can fly, and they say he can move through space at a speed of 115 miles per hour. Yeah. So yeah, that's true fact. That's one of his powers. He can fly. All right. Our featured character is unusable. And actually, I should give you guys a little backstory of Ultimus. Yeah. Well, there is a lot of useless characters in the game, if I'm being honest. Anyways, so one of the things you guys realize that he was not in comics very much. He showed up in 1973 in a Thor comic book, and I'll get into Thor here in a minute. And then he didn't reappear until like the 1990s, and where he finally got a backstory. He didn't originally have a backstory, but also his name wasn't always Ultimus. His name was Ard Khan. His name was Ard Khan originally. And I'll get into that here a little bit with a different clue, giving you guys a little bit more of a story, but just so you guys know that for this part. Our featured character is usable in gamma raids. Yes, he's a Kree, so he's used in the gamma raids. Our featured character first appeared in 1973. Yes, so normally I don't do this because I know it's very easily Googleable, but when I Googled characters released in 1973, Ultimus didn't come up. You know who did come up? Killmonger came up first, and then second who came up was Shang-Chi, who is the silhouette here. He was actually the silhouette I just kind of like to see who's going to Google it and say Shang-Chi. And I'm proud of you guys. I'm very proud of you guys for not Googling. Very happy with you. Let's see. So that's when he first appeared. It was in a Thor comic book. Our featured character is so strong that they stunned Thor for 2 hours with a single punch. Yep, that's what happened. He stunned Thor. He wasn't really like a truly a villain. As if you guys don't know, Ultimus is actually an Eternal. He's actually an Eternal. Kree Eternal, so there's more than one of both in Marvel Strike Force. There shouldn't be one. I'll get into it when I get to that clue. Yeah, so he's an Eternal. He's an Eternal Kree. And in the storyline, which you didn't get his backstory till the 1990s, but in the 1990s, you find out when he left, at the end of the Thor comic book, when he teleported back to his homeworld, you find out that he was told, or he was informed by the Celestials that he was the last Kree Eternal. He was the last surviving Kree Eternal. Last of his kind. One of our featured characters' ability allows them to add speed bar to their team. That is true. Ultimus passive allows him to add speed bar to his team. Our featured character is last of his kind. I just explained that. He was part of Eternal. He was a Eternal made by the Celestials as part of the Kree race. And eventually he became the last Eternal Kree Eternal. So I don't know who else you guys think is a Kree Eternal. I'm curious. But yeah, according to the comics, he was told that he was the last Kree Eternal. Our featured character was a part of a supervillain group, not in Marvel Strike Force. That supervillain group was called, hold on, check my notes real quick. Star Force. The supervillain group was called Star Force. And that's it. That's who's your character. Ultimus. Ultimus can be used. This is it. This is the Mac Daddy. He can only be used in Gamma Raids as part of Kree, and he's available for 6 sections of campaigns, including just the regular villains campaign. No, Fala is not an Eternal. No, yeah, she's not an Eternal.